You're watching the Journeyman Crypto channel. This is James, the Journeyman. So, uh, big question: has Qubitlife exit scammed? And as you guys know, Qubitlife is one of these companies that I put a great deal of faith in because of the team, because they got a worldwide presence, because they have a lot of infrastructure, because they have vision. Because they're involved in a lot of projects, they're very forward-looking, etc., etc. So, um, having a lot of confidence in a company is no guarantee. There are no guarantees in this industry, in life in general, or in this industry. Um, Qubit Life put out a webinar today. The webinar was broadcast to everyone, so everyone had access to be able to see it. And what they explained is what's going on with the company right now. So the webinar was conducted by Yakov Asherov, and Greg Lyman, the CEO, they're saying is in poor health. So no, Greg Lyman is not an actor, so I'm not when it, so it's not like that. But you know, for him to have ill health at the same time that this is happening, it's unsettling. So anyway, let me go ahead and go through this. So during the webinar, they went through the current market situation, and guys, we know that that the Bitcoin crash has hit a lot of people hard, and it's wiped out exchanges, it's wiped out a lot of platforms. We've seen them just literally disappear overnight, and so it's not too hard to imagine that it would have hit Qubit Life as well. And that's one of the things I worried about Qubit Life. Between Qubit Life and Hyperfund, um, I was a little less confident with Qubit Life. The reason is so much of their revenue is based on their traders and therefore the markets, um, which is not a good thing. They had other sources of revenue, but by far the main revenue was their trading. So so the crash in Bitcoin obviously hit them hard. And to the point where they're not able to continue the daily reports and the daily earnings. So that's what they're saying. Oh, and by the way, as a side note, with Hyperfund, their their revenue is not based on trading, which is why I have a little more faith on them. It's actually based on the multiple exchanges that they have, the transaction fees. They actually have a huge source of revenue that comes in whether the markets are up or down. And in fact, when there's a lot of turmoil in the markets, they actually get more revenue. So it's actually a much more stable platform than Qubit Life could be. So they went over that, and first, okay, and so basically what they're doing is they're saying that the daily payouts are going to stop, and that they're going to be offering other things in its place. And so the reason I'm hesitant to the reason I have some reservations about this is because those things were not the big revenue sources for them in the first place. Their big revenue source was trading. So from daily reports through index to smart contracts. So they're getting rid of the daily reports. They got the big old X there, and going to to smart contracts. I'm not sure what that means. And so they went over how many people are in each level, and how many people have not broken even yet. And so that's what this is here. And so those who still have funds to be paid out are being given these options instead. So you got the education store index, the venture game index, the quantum decentralized token, and the marketing. Now, here's the problem: is it's not really spelled out. And so, yeah, even as I'm showing you these pictures, I mean, I'm showing you a summary of them, uh, of, uh, of what it is, and it's not, but it doesn't actually spell out how you continue to get a residual or passive income through these. So I got the education store index, the venture game index. So I don't know if you would profit from all of these. The Magic Lotto, the Q Chain Place, Network Travel, Basecamp. I don't know, or if you would have to choose. I don't know anything about this. So none of that was explained, and on the website they're not offering any detailed breakdown of how these would generate revenue for you. Um, and the Q chain. Now, here's the thing: is the QDT is a token that's driven by the platform, so its success is predicated on the platform success, and so it's not really anything valuable to offer us, to give us the QDT, or to offer the QDT, offer staking and storage and whatever. I mean it just, and my problem with this is, if Qubitlife does not return to its original business model, it's not going to succeed because people don't want this. People signed up for passive income, for reliable daily passive returns, and this isn't it. And there's no explanation as to how this would replace it. So let's go ahead and move on here. Okay, and just to kind of explain, ESI is, to the best of my understanding, is like vouchers for other products, within the company. So, if you have a certain amount of, like right here, if someone bought $2,000 or dollars in education licenses, and they've only withdrawn 1050, they're owed a balance of 950. Then they can be compensated with 9,500 ESI, or 950 QDT. So all these rewards they're not cash. They're rewards. They're internal rewards, and they're all obviously heavily predicated on the continuation of Qubitlife. Okay, prepare for the platform upgrade. Preparations for the platform, May 25th to June 1st. So here's what's important: is no more deposits, no more withdrawals, and obviously that's the biggest thing, is that there's no more withdrawals. So see, education licenses, and that's in there. I don't know why they put that in here, because that's what they're getting rid of. Okay, so and this is a picture of their universe of stuff, but I'm telling you guys, this is going to go away. Because the one thing that made Qubitlife great was its reliability. And if the trading didn't go so well, I mean, I get a Bitcoin crash, and if they need to say, hey, for a while we're not going to be able to produce returns, I could live with that. I mean, for the first 2 weeks of this year, there were no returns because they were on vacation. So, we could deal with a couple weeks of no returns, but instead they're doing something else, and I really don't like this something else. Okay, Peter. Okay, this is all just okay. So I'm going to remove my links. I'm no longer going to be offering links to sign up with Qubitlife. I don't have confidence in it. I'm not going to recommend anyone join it. they've. I hope they pull through. I mean, obviously, because I have an investment in it. I hope they pull through, and I hope they return to to what they did before and realize that going this direction is a huge mistake. But guys, this could be an elaborate, very complicated uh, pomp and circumstance exit scam. It could just be a huge, drawn out exit scam with all the lights and glitter and ticker tape parades and everything. I don't know. I know you want an answer, but I can't tell you for sure. You know, all of these things need to be explained further. So, gosh, the venture games, the education store, all that needs to be explained. People, it needs to be in a way that people can wrap their heads around. It needs to be in a way where people can understand how it continues the passive income that they expected, even if it's a reduced amount. I don't care if it's. I don't mean reduced in total amount. I mean daily. If it's a reduced daily amount, I get that. I mean, up to 21% a month was a big amount. So I understand if it's reduced. I mean, with Hyperfund, it's more like 15%. Which is a little more realistic. So, for those who wanted assurance that it's going to continue, I wish I could tell you that. I'm always going to tell you the truth on this channel, and the truth as best I understand it. And right now, there's not a lot to go on. The way that they rolled this out, I believe, was in bad taste. I think it was done poorly. There's not enough information. They should have immediately had links on their website to details on all of these plans, but they're leaving a whole lot of I think it's 270,000 members. They're leaving us all wondering if we just all lost our money. So sorry about that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now, because there's nothing more I could say on this. Except I'm sorry that I ever promoted it, because it just, gosh, I don't know, guys. All right, well, I will talk to you next time, and thanks for watching.